We're going to get started with how to use Twitter. So if you'll go to twitter.com, you'll need to go down here, and if you're new to Twitter, then go ahead and fill this out and create an account. Obviously, I have an account, so I'm going to sign in for you. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so when you get into your account, obviously yours is going to look much different than mine if you're just new to Twitter. So I'm going to click on my home button up here at the top. And this shows me, now your background will not look the same as mine. I have a specialized background, the Twill K in the background. But you should see your bio here, which currently you are an egg, probably. We'll talk about that in a second. And then these are all the things that people are tweeting that I follow. So here's people, I follow 1,000 people, and I have about 1,000 people following me as well. I've tweeted 2,211 times. So your stats type things are right here. And then, like I said, what people are tweeting is coming across in my Twitter feed right there. So anything that someone that I follow is tweeting is coming across right there. So let's go to your Me page. And this is where you're going to create your profile. So if you go to Edit Profile, you can put a picture in here, change your background picture. It just happens to be me and my son when I moved him into K-State at the beginning of last year. Obviously, I probably need to update that a little bit. But I recommend that you put a picture in either of yourself or an avatar that represents what it is you're tweeting or what it is that you want to do. Because people, when someone's an egg, if I know they're new to Twitter, I'll follow them sometimes, but usually I'll go back and check on them later on and make sure that they're actually created a profile. And then put your name in there, and then put what you want to put about you here is what represents what you're going to tweet. So you know, if you read that about me, that I definitely am talking about tech and professional development, and that I am a trainer and teacher of professional development. And so I think it shows people that I'm serious about what it is I'm tweeting about. It has the name of my city and state, and then I do have a link to my webpage. And I do put tweets are my own. I do that for a couple reasons. I do use this just for professional. I don't put too much personal in here. Maybe once in a while I went to Sporting KC and I took a picture at Sporting KC and I tweeted it out during the playoffs. But I really try to keep professional. I keep a professional Twitter. I don't have a personal one. A, because I don't have time, and B, I don't know who would follow me because I'd be tweeting goofy stuff. So this is definitely professional for me. So I want them to know that what I say doesn't represent necessarily the district or who I'm working for, but represents my own personal opinions. And then you'll want to save changes. I'm going to cancel because I didn't make any changes in that. Now, when you're on your Me page, you're seeing my stats. So again, how many times I've tweeted, photos or videos that I've uploaded into my Twitter feed, follow people I'm following, people who are following me, how many favorite tweets I have. So I'm going to click on favorites and show that to you. So my favorites are anything that I've starred. So Wesley Fryer did something about visual. He uploaded a visual note-taking with iPads, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. I want to remember that, so I'm going to star that and make it a favorite. I thought it was really great. I was trying to think of something else that I'd really... a lot of times I star because somebody's doing something I want to remember it. I remember they're using Erasmus apps for the students to use in the classroom. It's something I thought I could show my teachers, so I favored it. So then I can go back to it in my favorite stream and look at it. I loved this, which was a school and family partnership form, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to print this off and email it to myself, but if I favorite, I'll know it'll be in my Twitter feed for a while, and I can go back, and I actually did go back and print this off, and I'm using it. So that's really why I favorite, or if you really like what someone's saying, then you favorite it, so then it gives them a favorite. So that's kind of what you're seeing, and then the More button here shows the list. People that I've asked me to join lists that they create are there as well. So again, the Me page is all about who you are and what you're tweeting and the things that you do. So I'm going to have you go back to the home page once you've created your profile in there. And again, these are all the tweets that are coming through on my Twitter feed. I don't want to see that. And so these are all the things, people that I'm following and stuff they're tweeting about, and things that I might want to use, or ways that I'm starting to learn from them. And sometimes some of the people that I follow do tweet personal with their professional, but it's okay. I don't mind that. So here is where obviously I'm kind of following along what's happening. The notification up here, if you click on notifications, these are people who have followed me, who have maybe retweeted or said something about me. So they've used my @ sign in there. So anytime something, either someone follows me or someone mentions me in a tweet, then it goes in my notification page. So here's a new person, Chet Linton, who's followed me on Twitter. I'm going to click on him, and I'm going to go down and see what he's tweeting about. And I can click on his tweets to see what he tweets about, to see if it's something that I want to follow. You know, he talks about School Improvement Network, strategies of the week, goal setting. He does some marketing as well, but I'm probably okay with that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on here. If I want to follow somebody, then I click on here, and now I'm following him. I also, when I go back to the me page, I can click on people that are following. These are all the people that I'm currently following. And I can also click on people who are following me. And this is another way where I can see who's following me or is asked to follow me. So here's somebody else who's following me. And these are more things that I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to follow this person back. They do a lot of things about music, some things about education, but probably not necessarily things that I want to follow. So I'm not going to follow him back, and that's okay. If he wants to quit following me, it doesn't hurt my feelings. So that's kind of a way that I check for people that are following me as well. I know that I didn't want to follow a couple of these people just based on what they were doing. And again, see, this is someone that hasn't done much with Twitter, I think. And I'll go back and check on them to see, you know, they really haven't tweeted anything yet. So I'll probably wait to see if they really want to get involved in Twitter. So I go back and check this frequently just to check on people that are following me, to make sure that I haven't missed somebody that I do want to follow back. So again, kind of the overview of what it is. Now I'm going to go to my me page and show you a few things about Twitter. I actually picked this up off of Scoop It today and tweeted that out, but I'm going to pick up something down here that I know I tweeted out not too long ago. Okay, I tweeted out about, I was in the hashtag Kids Can Code chat, which we'll talk about chats here in just a minute, and I referenced to Aurasma as an app that I was using in the classroom with my students. So I gave credit to @Aurasma because anytime that I use something from somebody or I want to give credit, I always give credit back to their Twitter handle. So then Aurasma knows, and they might retweet out my tweet, but I'm using their product and I want them to know that. Or even if and you guys, I'm actually using this in this course, this Edpuzzle. So I said, I'm loving and using Edpuzzle for online learning, great for flipped classroom, created a how-to video. So I told Edpuzzle how much I liked their product, and then I created a video, which similar to what you guys are watching right now, and I put that in here as a small link. So I took my really long YouTube video and I turned it into a bitly.com link, because remember, I only have 140 characters to use in Twitter. And then I was like, well, this would be a great tool for people who follow EdTech, so I put hashtag EdTech in there as well. I know that I also Remind 101 is changing their name to Remind to help facilitate better communication between schools and parents. Again, I hashtagged EdTech, but I also put at Remind HQ. I got a lot of favorites out of that and a follow back from Remind 101 because I was tweeting out about some great things in their company. Here's another one. I gathered lots of Twitter resources from great people on a @Symbaloo, and then I put the hashtag there, and then this was at EdCamp Kansas, so I hashtag EdCamp Kansas. So again, I'm using the @ to reference someone or company, and I'm using the hashtag in order to go back to a group. And I think when I show you something else in a moment, you'll kind of understand the grouping piece if you've never used that before. So again, lots of ways to use it. I use it to put out a lot of links. I was giving a presentation about Slido, so I gave them credit for it, and I also was using Prezi for that. So again, I'm pretty good about giving people credit for things that I learned from others, because that's really important when you're using Twitter. So again, my Twitter feed and kind of how to use it. I'm going to go back to the home, excuse me, and again, remember, home is where you're seeing all the people that are tweeting you. Now, when you're ready to do your first tweet, you're going to go up here to the little feather and compose a new tweet. So you might say, I am learning about Twitter. And notice that I'm using hashtag Twitter, so I'm giving Twitter in my, and I want every time you guys are doing something for a class, you're going to put hashtag MAT736 and created my account today. Excited to learn from others on Twitter. Okay, so I gave credit to Twitter. I put a hashtag, which is the group, and remember, every time you tweet something for my class, make sure you put hashtag MAT736, and then I would tweet it. I'm not going to tweet anything, and I can also add a photo in here too. I could click on add a photo and go to my camera roll and add a photo if it was something I wanted to put in there. So remember, you're just going to go up here, create your first tweet about being excited about getting started with Twitter, going to put hashtag MAT736, and then I want you to start following people. You are welcome to look at people that I'm following or followers that are following me. I gave you a list of people that you can look at based on by content, like librarians to follow, PE teachers, administrators, people who are just great with Twitter, and you have that list within your resources for the week to look at, to follow. And maybe there's someone in your building that uses Twitter, or your administrator uses Twitter, or somebody else uses Twitter. But again, you're welcome to look at my list, and remember, you'll follow me at Tech Integration without the N1, because apparently I either can't spell, not sure I'm a CA teacher, I think I left it off and didn't notice it when I first started Twitter, and I've had it for so long and I've had so many followers that I decided it wasn't worth changing it eventually. So most people can look and look for Lisa London, follow me. And if you want to look for people, you can go up here and type in at Tech Integration, and then there I am. Or if you knew that somebody was on Twitter and you're looking for Lisa Lund, you can look and find me that way. And maybe you know somebody else on there like Tom. And then I know Tom Diamak is on there, and I might follow him. I know Tom Whitby, and then I would follow him. So that's just the way to go up to the search bar and search for people to find them, and that's a way. So get your Twitter set up, at least follow me and follow a couple other people. You're going to put your name on a list this week, so that in the Google spreadsheet, so that I know everyone's Twitter handle, so that I can make sure I'm following everybody. And then I'm going to do the next video is talking about how to get started with a Twitter chat. Good luck getting it set up, and I have lots of resources for you if you need them while you're setting up your account. Good luck and have fun with it.